Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at two turtles, but the main one here is this new Save the Ocean variation that we're calling the Great White. And this is a made in Japan version. This is the JDM SBDY version. I think there will be a global release, but I have a thing. If it's available as a Japanese domestic market version that is made in Japan, I much prefer those. So I got this from japanonlinestore.com. I will put a link in the description if you guys want to pick up the same one as I had. And I think a good thing too is to email Kenta and say, hey, can you pick me one with excellent alignment? I think that's an important thing because occasionally, guys, we're still getting misaligned chapter rings, dials, bezels. Mine's perfect, but that can still have a tendency to happen. Certainly not as bad as in 2017 or the early part of 2018, but it's a known issue. So try to find one from a dealer where you can get the proper alignment, you can get the good quality control, because it makes a difference. This watch is absolutely stunning. Oh, it's so dynamic. It looks amazing in various lighting situations. And I'm going to drop in macro video. I'm going to drop in still pictures of this watch in different lights or lighting situations, so you guys can see just how beautiful it is and how well done, how well it's executed. Now, it's different from previous generations of the turtle, not just in color, but a couple other things, and I'm going to highlight those. We have an SRP 777, the basic black, that I have a side-by-side shot here for you guys. The biggest difference is going to be the bezel. The new turtle has a taller, more grippy feel to the teeth and a nicer insert. So we have still a fully metallic insert, but now we have concentric circle texturing and then engraved indexing. It's fully indexed, and I think just looks amazing. You look at this in different light and you get that sheen, you see the contrast of the white indexing, and it's very well done. If we look at the Loom Pips, you can see the triangle area on the new one is slightly sunken in, and you have a little hardlex crystal over your Loom Pip. If you look at the standard turtle, you just have a flat aluminum insert with silver printing on the outside. Still perfectly functional. It's a throwback to the original, divers that these are based off of. But I don't know, I really like the modern execution of this new SBDY. Now I'm going to compare the action now because it's quite a bit different. We'll start with the normal turtle. It's classic Seiko turtle action, a little bit hard to grip, has some resistance, kind of a smooth action, kind of loud, and it lines up properly. Now let's contrast that with this new one. So right off the bat, improved grip, because those teeth, that double row of teeth, they're just more defined, much easier to turn, and a quieter action, quieter sound to it. And I would say definitely a step up. So it should be too, because the watch is a step up in price. I think the normal turtles, they're $200-300 watches. The new Save the Ocean version is, with conversion rates right around $500. So quite a bit more, but I would say it's quite a bit nicer watch in person. It really pops. The bezel makes the watch. The texturized dial is, it's just awesome. And take a look at where the nickname stems from. We have the Great White Shark fin, not only in the dial there, but also replicated on the running seconds hand on the counterbalance, which is nice to see. The handset here is brushed, and you'll find that in some versions of the turtle. Most of the time, it's a flat polished handset, but this one's brushed, and I do appreciate that. It also has the larger, newer applied markers. So it has more substantial surround. The Loom is still printed on top of these discs, but I think from afar, the watch looks really good. And again, if you contrast that to the 777, they feel deeper, they feel more dominant, and I think they get a little bit more light play off of the larger edges. So I think, the price It's different, but I think the upgrades are worth it. There's one other change to note. If you look at the crowns, you have just a polished unsigned crown on the 777, and then this new one has a raised radial sunburst effect. Still unsigned, but I think cool, and it's a little bit different from what we've seen in the past. So what do I think about the watch? I think it's mesmerizing. Hopefully you've seen through all these pictures and videos and macro shots just how sharp the watch is, how much it plays with the light, and that's always a satisfying thing. As a Seiko fan, as a watch fan, I think the watch is awesome. It's certainly worth taking a look at and adding to your collection. Now, I'll close you out with a few shots of this next to some of my other watches, my Blue Coral Sumo and my Orange Monster, and my latest pickup here, the Transocean that I bought from Jeffrey McMahon. I'll put a link also to his channel. He's got a great Seiko channel. And you can see this new Save the Ocean, it ties in well with the other watches. It's a little bit different from what I have, and I think has just made a great addition to the collection. So again, I'll put a link to japanonlinestore.com if you're interested in picking one up. And if you, like me, like the Japanese domestic market version that's made in Japan, that has the kanji date wheel. I've left the date wheel in kanji because I'm trying to learn the days of the week, and I don't have them down yet, but I really do like looking down at my watch and seeing the kanji date wheel and learning that other language, at least when it comes to the days of the week. So thanks for taking the time to watch today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Reach out with any questions that you may have, and I'll see you in the next video.